Welcome to the Lake District. So we're going to be spending the next few days in the Lake District. We're at a campsite. Usually I'd be wild camping, but we've got the tent and Chloe's joined for the trip. So we're in a campsite, which has its perks, but we're going to be spending the next few days in the Lake District, doing a few hikes and walks, maybe some swims, but the weather isn't looking too great. So yeah, this is the first time it stopped raining all day. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we have a good time. So we just got back from visiting the lake and it was a bit rainy, so we didn't really do a lot, but now we're back making dinner. Got some noodles going, and then I think we'll probably hide away in the tent or the van and play some cards for the evening. Good morning, it is our first day here in the Lake District, first full day anyway. Hopefully we have a drier day today. Yesterday was a bit rainy, but we did enjoy a little walk after dinner, which was nice. And it is very nice to wake up in a campsite, be able to have a hot shower, get ready and just feel actually like you're living instead of just waking up and rolling out of bed. So we're going to make some breakfast and then we're going to head back to the lake that we went to yesterday, because we're hoping for some nicer weather so we can actually see the lake, and then we've got some shoots and things to do, and yeah, we're just going to spend the morning by the lake. They're a bit narrow, but to be honest, they've got a very small van, so I'm pretty lucky. Something I have to get used to in the new van, which is going to be tricky. But later on in the week, we are going to be driving the Hard Knock Pass, which is England's steepest and longest or windiest road or something like that. So it's going to be fun. I'm terrified. We made it to the lake and the weather is a lot nicer than it was yesterday. We can actually see the mountains now, which is nice. So first things first, we're going to make a coffee. Right, we're in the Lake District, so it's time for a swim. It's a little bit chilly. The sun was out, but it's gone in, so let's see how it goes. It's very cold, very, very cold, and it's also shallow for a while, so I think I'm gonna have to go pretty far before I can dunk under. There's a lot of rocks around here. Right, I think I'm just gonna dunk. Are you ready? Oh, it's not deep. It's not deep enough. I'm gonna have to just like swim forward. Oh, okay, we're in waist deep, so let's go for a dunk, I think. Okay. It's hard to hold on to this and swim at the same time. How was it? It was actually not as bad as I thought, but still, first proper swim of the year, so it's getting used to it, but it's alright. So we had a nice morning at the lake. We did a few photo shoots for some products and just kind of chilled for a little bit. And luckily the weather was nicer than yesterday, and now we've got some blue skies. So now we're on our way to Stanley Gill Force or Stanley Gill Waterfall or something like that. We've found a nice walk that's like an hour and a half circle walk, so hopefully there's a nice walk and not too steep. So we just walked past some people who said apparently the viewing platform for this waterfall is 200 steps and they didn't make it to the top. So I'm not sure I was expecting a climb to view this waterfall, but the view, the walk itself is very nice. We made it to the viewing platform for Stanley Gill Waterfall. Give you a quick look. It's like inside like a gorge or whatever you call it, and then there's an amazing view that way, but just don't look down. It definitely wasn't 200 steps, so yeah, it was steep, but it was over within like 2 minutes, so not that bad of a walk. But now we'll continue the walk around and back to where we came from. We're on our way back and we're being really bad with following the trail. We don't know where we went or where we're actually going, but hopefully we end up back at the campsite at some point today. We did eventually make it back to the campsite, and now we're just going to chill here for the rest of the evening. Chloe's got the kettle going. Got the kettle going? No, not yet. Oh, she's going to get the kettle on. Gonna have a nice cup of tea and just chill for the evening. Hopefully the sun stays because it's quite nice. We're making the most of the electric hookup that we've got. So I've got this cable, it's electric hookup, and it goes to an extension lead. So I've now got all of the power stations and the fridge charging. So tomorrow our campsite doesn't have electric hookup, so we're making the most of it and charging everything now. And then for the last night we'll just use the power stations. It is another rainy morning here in the Lake District. We've had our breakfast, made tea and coffee, and now we have to do the dreaded packing up whilst it's kind of raining and everything is soaking wet. So time to put the tent away, get packed up, because we're moving on to another campsite tonight. Okay, so we've left the campsite, packed up. It wasn't too rainy, but everything is pretty soggy. We're about to do a little hike that goes along a stream to some waterfalls, maybe go for a swim. What are you thinking? I don't know if I will, but I've got my swimming stuff, so yeah, it's a little bit chilly, so if it's windy or raining, probably won't go, but it is a really good walking spot. It is a really good swimming spot because I came here last year, so yeah, I'm looking forward to this walk. How are we doing? I'm feeling a bit soggy. It's not really raining, but it's like misty, and it's like starting to soak now. But I'm also really warm because I've got some layers on, so it's not a good combo. Yeah, I think we decided to wear coats because obviously it's raining, but we don't have any like just waterproof raincoats. So if anyone's got any good recommendations of actual raincoats that are waterproof, but big for like springs, yeah, for hiking in the rain, then let us know because that'd be handy. But we have just reached our spot. I've just noticed it. We've just reached our spot, so I'm going to show you now. We have made it to Tung Pot. It is very cold and still rainy, but it looks amazing. Like, look at the colour of the water. Pretty rainy, so I haven't been able to do too much with my camera, and the hike was pretty tough because we were walking over streams constantly. You have to go careful where you're stepping, but yeah, so you have to deal with the GoPro footage for now, and we're thinking of going for a swim, but I think we're going to walk up, see the little bridge and the waterfall at the other end, and then maybe come back to this spot and have a little swim in here. Right, it's raining, but we walked all this way, so we're going to go in and freeze probably, but let's hope we don't get ill. Oh, it hurts and I don't know if it's going to twist up. I'm going to get out. It's colder than the lake was yesterday. Chloe already found it. Come over here. Gotta come over here. Oh. Ah. Right. Oh. Just swim across. Huh? Just swim across. So cold. I'm going to do a quick jump to get out. Can you film it? Yeah. You look like you're shitting yourself. Oh, it's very cold. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it all the way in for a swim. Last time I was here, I properly swam. So I am going to be a bit disappointed if I can't make it all the way in, but it's very cold. I mean, at least I've got a nice view while I'm trying to warm myself up to go in. Ah, fuck, the rock. The waist is in, the waist is in. I think I'm just going to go to the shoulders. Right, finished our hike, and now we're going to make the drive up Hard Knot Pass, which is apparently one of the steepest, maybe windiest roads in England or UK. I'm not really sure. I need to do some fact checking, but I'm pretty sure we'll make it up in this van. It might be a bit slow, but I think we'll make it, so let's see. We are on our way to Ambleside now. We pitched up at the new campsite. One thing about staying in campsites is it's a bit of a faff putting stuff up and down again, but and this Chloe's got a tent that just pops up in a second, so that's easy. Watch that rock. Oh my god, so nice, that rock. We've seen like quite a lot of lakes and been in the middle of nowhere for a while, so we're going to check out one of the towns and kind of see what the towns are like on the side of the lake and just have a little wander through something that's like a paved path instead of rocks to climb over. And yeah, then we'll be back to the campsite for dinner later. We are at the campsite now and we've just had dinner, but I just want to say how strange this campsite is. It's like on a farm and it's very spread out. There's like a little field over there, there's like a weird gravel bit that you can park camper vans on, and then all the facilities are in that farm that you can see in the background. So we've now got to walk like probably 10 minutes to go to the toilet and to do the washing up, which I just find very strange, but yeah, not a bad location. One cool thing we have noticed about this campsite is there's a little river that runs along the back, and we're going to go scout it out and see if we can find a possible potential swim spot for the morning. Then that'll be 3 days, 3 swims. Well, you did your first swim today. You can do another one tomorrow.
It wasn't really a swim, was it?
You're going to do another fall on the rocks.
I need to redeem myself from this morning, so hopefully we can swim tomorrow.
Yeah, swim tomorrow, and this time with our Crocs on so that we've got some grip on the rocks.
Oh, Crocs makes it sound so professional.
What do you mean
Crocs for the rocks.
Just come across this little swing
A little.
with a twig as the seat. Look how thin it is.
I don't know if I can go.
Wait, let me go the other side. Go on, sit on the twig. Is it strong enough?
It really hurts.
So I'm thinking it's possibly okay for a swim, but it's not very deep. It's looking like the deepest bit is maybe waist height, and sometimes you just look a bit weird in a river just standing at waist height. Like, it'd be nice for a paddle, but in cold weather it's not really what you want to do. You don't really want to just have a little paddle. You kind of want to look like you're actually doing something. Anyway, it's still very nice. Good morning. So we are going to attempt a little swim today. Well, I mean, it's a dip because it's in a tiny little river. Hopefully we find a deep enough spot to actually dunk fully under that. Maybe probably not actually swim.
I reckon
but
we could give it a go swimming. There are bits which look quite deep.
we'll try. You'll see how we get on. We're definitely going to take our Crocs this time. Those are Crocs. So we just got to walk over there to the little river, and then luckily we can just walk back here. So luckily we can then just walk back here and go straight to the shower. So if we are freezing, we'll defrost in the shower. Okay, it looks a lot nicer here, and the sun is a little bit out, which is quite nice. Look how clear the water is. Right, yesterday I fell over whilst trying a wild swim, so I'm back today. We're at a much more tranquil spot. I've got my feet in and it's already hurting like hell, but I'm going to try and go for a dip today with Shannon's guidance. Sun's out, it looks lush on camera. I feel like every time I go somewhere I'm like, this was colder than yesterday, but I think yesterday the adrenaline of doing the hike and then kind of getting there got us going, and now we're here, we just kind of just had a little stroke. Oh my god!
Oh, that was so you doing
Oh
my
my god! Wait. Oh. I still feel still so rocky. These slides are not the one. I need Crocs in sport mode.
Yeah. Right. Oh,
it's quite deep here. Oh, the sun's out. I had to get my head in. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
No, that's enough.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I made it. Fully dunked in this time because I was annoyed yesterday I didn't manage to fully dunk in. So that's 3 days in the Lake District, 3 wild swims and or wild dips, whatever you want to call it, cold water dip. They're so addicting, like you just spend the rest of the day kind of thinking, where else can I swim?
We're gonna get my next fix.
Yeah, yeah, it's very addicting. You had a good fact about it yesterday, you said.
I think it's like the dopamine rush is literally the same as like cocaine, but the high as such lasts longer than a drug high.
So yeah, that's why it's so addicting, and you just, when you're in places like this where you can literally just walk to a river and go for a swim, and it's enjoyable. Well, I wouldn't say enjoyable because you don't really enjoy it when you're in there, but then you spend the rest of the day thinking, when can I go for a swim again? When can I get my fix? Now we're done with our swim, we're going to walk the 5-mile trek to the campsite showers and have a nice, hopefully hot shower, and then we'll have to start our journey back down south. It's finally time to make the long drive back down south. We've got about 5.5 hours to go. So we're going to be driving for the rest of the day, and we did aim to leave at about 12 and it's now 1, so that's already slowed us down, but we're going to take it in turns driving on the way back, and hopefully we make it back at some point today. But yeah. So as we're going to be spending the rest of the day driving, I thought I'd just finish the video here and say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed watching us camping in the Lake District for a few days. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, it was a bit wet than I thought it was going to be, but
yeah, it's really hard to stay positive when it's wet and rainy and you're like, yeah, I'm going to hike, I'm going to enjoy it no matter what, but as much as you say that, the rain doesn't make camping very fun, but we still enjoyed it nonetheless, even though it was a bit wet. Looking forward to more summer adventures, hopefully this year.